Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So Penn State's offense will take the first swing of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Catch in the middle. It's Humphreys. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And just plowing ahead. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense has its first opportunity of the day. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, so much fun. They get off the rock and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. With the catch, it's Manuel. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Look out, he's got room. Oh, look out. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Floating away. He'll pull it down and run. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to run for it. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play move...
Lets it fly. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. The Wildcats have it back to Northwestern offense headed out. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. This dude is wreaking havoc, flying around on defense, spoiling game plans, and upholding the great legacy of Penn State linebackers.
There's just not very many teams in the country that when you...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Quarterback empties his backfield. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Humphries. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. Finds a crease at the 20. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's why through the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. After the misfire, now on second down. Pressure coming. Safe completion on the screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to San Diego State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. After missing the connection last time, it's 2nd and 10 from the 22. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Running it back, it's Humphreys. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. With that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Looking to scramble. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a 1st down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles into the ground. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. They go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's got his man. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Buying some time. The sure hands, it's Roach. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. I mean, again, we see the freaks, we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Feeling some heat. Now improvising. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Into the house. Touchdown, Penn State! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Going up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Marks. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They're going to throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Manuel. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Offense lining up quickly. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Makes a connection. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Marks. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Now the play fake. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he drops to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll go to the ground. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defenses have had their hands full slowing this guy down all season long. It's the speed, and it's the open field running ability and vision. That's why he's second in the nation in rushing yards, and that's why he's square in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy.
Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Humphrey. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that.
Going to take a shot. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down. The Wildcats want to move quickly. Wants to throw on first down. He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy in the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Still looking on the move. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll line up for a second down play. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On second down, looking again to throw. He finds his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. And the Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. He's looking to throw. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's complete. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a pre.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 1st down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Working that left side now. Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He gets it in. Touchdown, Penn State. pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Navy is running away with this one. We haven't seen this type of giddy-up from Bill the GOAT in an awful long time. They're up by 17 over Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Manuel. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line? Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On second down, he'll fire. Finds the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Wildcats headed quickly to the line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
The carry going off right tackle here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Manuel. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On second down, looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. He stopped at the 32-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Second down coming up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking for a crease to the left. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Looking for the fourth down conversion. Northwestern comes to the line. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, he'll let it fly. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Into the end zone. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he steps out of bounds after getting the pick, and this one is in the books.